Good morning, traders. Welcome to the TMT Pro Trader Premier video for Thursday, September 8th. All right, traders. Well, the chop continues. We were popped up in the morning and then we rolled back down again to get a short squeeze going into the close. But really, at the end of the day, all said and done, we're still within the range. We haven't gone anywhere in the last 3 to 4 days, even despite that we had the little big sell-off here that caught the lower end of the TMT proprietary price channel, as well as this uptrend line from 2016. So we continue to gyrate up and down. Price continues to just get a little volatile here, and that's where we are right now in the markets. We haven't changed. Nothing has changed on the daily chart. We're still gyrating up and down. However, gold continues to rally. Bonds continue to rally, and that is because of the uncertainty, geopolitical risk that's happening in the markets. So what happens when you have a lot of the price action moving to extremes intraday, and the next day the market doesn't remember, and we really don't take out the previous day's highs. We had movement down here. You could see we went sideways, and then we went up 4 days in a row for really no reason. There was nothing for the nothing to have the markets rally this way. However, markets rolled down again, and now we're back into the zone. We're hovering around this area here at the 2463.25. That is a big area of support, as you can see here, for the last couple of months, and we continue just to move around sideways. We get a lot of chop, and this is where I say be careful. Try not to actually try not to trade as much as you have to at the moment until this market can either explode higher, take out the 2480 to run to the 2500 target at 2550, and or take out the lower end of the TMT proprietary price channel. Okay, the low that's going to be in play is right here at the 2443. That's going to be the low from the sell-off we had a couple of days ago, and then of course this is going to be the pivot low of the 2417.25. Okay, that's off the daily. Now you could see in the intraday charts, we really haven't gone anywhere for the last 3 days. Yes, we had the sell-off, and then we went sideways for the last 2 days. So this low, like I mentioned, this 2445, that'll be a pivot low, and then down here at the 2427. This is the intraday chart, but we have some support here where you can play on the intraday level. Okay, so keep an eye on that. This little area here, 2460, I would. One touch if you want to look to buy the dip into that area, but I'd keep a tight stop. As you can see, we have it marked in the light yellow, light green, excuse me, showing you that there's not that much support here. We do have the little gap area here that filled, so you could play the gap fill area, and then once that breaks lower, I'd be shorting any area here into this area of resistance for another target around the 2440 area. Resistance comes in here. You can see that the 2466, and then of course 2468. That's the ES. And Q, pretty much the same. Actually, all of the indices are the same. You have the 5987.5. Your support will come in here at the TMT proprietary price channel. Lower end come in right around the 5891. That's off the daily. And again, guys, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything there. What I'm giving you is pure analysis and pure levels of what to trade off of. Nothing has changed from yesterday's video. I just figured let me get a video out there to you guys and just give you an idea what's happening. What happened also in the overnight. We are down about 5.5 handles right now in the ES. It's just market gyration at the moment. Now we have the 59.52, and then of course the 59.87, 59.67, 59.74 here, the two areas of resistance for today's trade. Now, crude oil is interesting. Crude oil down 34 cents after two massive hurricanes. We did get the pop-up. Reason is because we're into a big area of resistance here. Now, if we take this area out of 50.33, just mark that down on your chart, 50.33, that'll give us a real run up to the 51.34, and of course, ultimately the 54.41. And again, these are our two ideal areas of resistance to look for a shorting opportunity. Remember, not because price gets there, but because we get a sell trigger as well. If this does fail today and we do not get a rally, then this will be our opportunity to get a short off on any rallies going into later on today and tomorrow's trade. Okay, this 10-minute you can see here. Right now, crude's trading at about $48.80. So we're down right about here right now. right about this area here. So we took out all of this area of support, which is going to be now resistance. All right, $48 is going to be a big spot to trade off of. You see the gap here that we have at 48, 49. If we sell off down into this area here this morning, when we open, then that would be an ideal spot to look to buy crude for a retracement rally. Gold is ripping to the upside again for the uncertainty of the markets, and you can see, guys, like I mentioned before, we're looking for now. Gold is very bullish at the moment, and if you're looking to buy gold, there's no reason not to. But the thing is, like I mentioned before, gold's notorious to shake out the momentum players. So personally, I'm looking for a spot anywhere in here, anywhere in these levels, or anywhere back down here. These are my three spots that I'm looking to buy gold, and I wouldn't even mind nibbling a little bit here as we pull in here, and even as low as 12.18, which I know you're 160 points away, but believe me, when gold moves lower and it wants to sell off, gold will sell off and shake out all the momentum plays, and then start to rally and really have the rally. I believe this is not the rally. This is just corrective, and people meaning investors and traders parking money for a safe haven play. And then we have here a resistance at the moment. It's going to be about 1356. That is taken out already. We're at 1360ish, so that's going to be all support here. And then all the way down to the 1340 for crude oil, and excuse me, for gold. Apologize. And then 1338 down here for support. Bonds pretty much the same. We're looking for a tag right around the 158 area. 158 hit yesterday, so now we'll see if this can produce any type of a short signal. Let me just this thing move lower, and then you can see here, guys, the next target area is going to be that 159.62. So keep an eye on that for today's trade, and see if we can get up there. And if we do get up there at the upper end of this uptrend line, let's see if it can produce some sort of a sell signal. I think not. I think that the markets, are going to be volatile going into September, and I do still believe that the market will top between now and at the end of October. 10-minute ZB, again, you can see here 159.21, 159.03, and then support will come in at 157.71, 157.59. Transports did actually okay yesterday, and it actually broke away from the downtrend line. You can see that here. So let's see what happens today. If we can get some negative movement in the transports along with what we have this morning, maybe we can get some sort of a nasty sell-off today. 164.46 is support. 169.04 is going to be resistance for today's trade. And you can see spiders here just hanging right underneath the lower end of the uptrend channel. 247.50, guys, still remains the same. 244.85 off the daily remains support. Nothing has changed. You can see it clearly here off the intraday chart. 245.49 is going to be a big area. This is also a decent area, 246.40, and then we have a big cluster here from 247 to 247.34. So you got 34 cents of resistance to play off of. I personally would like to see either one or two things happen. This is what I'm going to be looking for. I'm not going to play the zone here. I'm going to look for either the breakout, the back test, and this is where we come support, and then I would look to buy going into these two areas here for take profits. Okay. Otherwise, I would look for a breakdown to 246.40, get a corrective rally underneath that, and look for a short for another take profit areas of these two areas here. Because when you're in a sideways consolidation, and really you're looking for more of the breakout. It's very tight. So energy's building, and that's what we want to see. We want to see the breakout, the back test, or the breakdown, the back test, and move lower. That's how I'm going to play the zone for today. IWM, hanging in there, but again, you can see, guys, we've gone nowhere since the beginning of the year. Actually, since after the election, the market rally, we've gone nowhere. And you can see here, 135.58 is going to be a big area of support. Your next area of support is going to be 139.11. And resistance will continue to be the 143. 10-minute, you can see very, very sloppy trade. We did have 2 days up, and we sold off pretty hard. This area here is what I'm watching for today for the breakdown, 138.59. I'm calling that key and pivotal. Once that area breaks down, any back test into that zone, we look for a take profit area on these areas here. Okay. Now, if we do roll in deep enough, you can play these as the long play. Okay, not even just to take profits. Say Same thing here at the 139 area, and this is the bigger area up here. If we take this out, we'll probably run up to this area here, and then we can look for a take profit if you're long, or a short opportunity going into the zone. And then last is going to be your Qs. You can see that here, 146, and then 143.60 is going to be your area of support. Okay, no change at the moment. And then the 10-minute, very sloppy trade. Again, I keep mentioning it, don't want to sound like a broken record. Please watch the FANG stocks when they start rolling over, which they have been rolling over, and we get a confirmation that all of the FANG stocks, they all have to be on sell signals. That's one of my criteria of calling a market top, along with we need a spike in the VIX. There's a lot of indicators in our TMT model as well, but also we need to see transports and Russell 2000 confirm sell signals breakdowns as well. Okay, but these are your zone areas for today's trade. It's Friday, so be careful. Remember, it is still the holiday week. This would be the last day of lack of volume. Volume should rush in going into next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All the big players are back, so we're going to see some big movement, guys. So get ready. That's why I'm saying don't get chopped up. Take a step back a little bit. Let's wait for the opportunity. The market is very, very choppy at the moment. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you on Monday. Enjoy your long weekend.